everyone, and welcome to SOCS episode 42. Woo! I'm Olivia.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Skylar.
And we've got a couple things we're going to talk about. So first up, we're going to talk about the Olympics. So basically, since this is the first ever totally Gen Z Olympics, I mean, everyone's like our age or younger. There are a lot of K-pop stans who are participating. Granted, most of them are on the Korean team, but there is a Korean swimmer who said that he is a fan of Yeji and Jenny. What's his name? Hwang Sun-woo said he was a fan of theirs. And they shouted him out, which was very cute. There's a couple of guys who have said that they're like fans of different idols, and the idols have shouted them out. So that's been pretty cool. And obviously, they've been playing a lot of K-pop during the matches, which is interesting because it's generally pretty dominated by like American top 40. Except for Korean archer Kang Chae-young requested that BTS play during her round, and they did not. But they did play Butter.
Go.
But they did play Butter and Dynamite during archery, another archery, and then boxing and rugby. Lovesick
I
Girls.
saw when they played it during rugby.
Lovesick Girls played at women's volleyball, and also, they played a couple ITZY songs. They played EXO, NCT 127, 17, Twice, and Oh My Girl. And then the biggest star, the biggest star of, I feel like internationally at least, of the Korean team has been On San-won, the female archer, who has been deemed a man-hating feminist for having short hair, and amongst other things being a stan of Mamamoo and Luna. So a group tried to get her gold medal taken away, just like some crazy internet people, but that didn't really go down very well. But it's pretty crazy that like that was one of the reasons why they cited that they thought she was a feminist.
One, music is music. Two, she's a woman competing for your country to get gold. Like, are you really mad that you're winning?
So there's like this weird movement going on. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's like a meninist movement. A meninist. Why can't they be more original and come up with something
men's rights activists? I don't know.
Oh God, what?
Whatever. So
I heard about like the backlash of the feminist movement that was going on in Korea, but not a meninist movement. I can't. That is literally the same as like the white power movement. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They said the patriarchy is falling. We can't let this happen.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and there's been a couple idol moments with it. I know when Irene like read a book that was like deemed a feminist book, a bunch of men started burning their Red Velvet merch.
Oh God.
I'm like, you already bought it.
You still bought it.
still bought it.
Paid them.
They're like,
just like when they were burning like the Jays and stuff when Colin Kaepernick kneeled, and then Nike had that whole commercial and people were like down with Nike. Like, you're still paying.
But I just love the idea of like them all going in a group together and buying a bunch of like these things. Yeah, these CDs, and then like burning and stomping on them together, like in a circle.
They're like, so I'm done. I'm lighting my photo card binder on fire. I'm like, you've already invested a lot of money into this. Oh, but my favorite is now they're saying that this is an anti-male symbol.
You're giving yourself away.
I know. I'm like, you are not doing yourself any favors. So they actually got a Starbucks ad taken off of like circulation because they were like doing this. A Starbucks ad.
I saw something about this. Like there was like a wiener commercial, and it was like, but they were little miniature like wiener dogs. Literally, that was the point. And they were like, no. And then there was a K-pop idol who like was crouching on the ground in like one of their practice rooms in front of the mirror, and one of the members was like put their finger like this to show how small she looked, like perspective wise, and they were like, no, that's anti-men, and I was just like, please, this is so embarrassing for you. Like, there's nothing more I can say. If you take it that personally, what am I supposed to believe? What am I supposed to believe?
Stop being so insecure and projecting that type of dark energy that you have within yourself.
Yeah, it's not
very spiritual, but like seriously,
it's not doing you any favors. That's all I'm saying.
It's really not.
You sound crazy.
It's about me. Oh, is it now? Well,
yeah.
I mean, if the shoe fits. But no, I just think that's like really, that's just embarrassing. But you know, there are a lot of men that feel that way. Like, it's not just in Korea. A lot of like men in general are like, women are too hard now. They're too independent. Like, they don't really need a man. They just want like someone, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh God, like, so what do you really want? Do you want a girlfriend, or do you want like a live-in maid or like a substitute mother? Like, this doesn't, it's not boding well for you. Like,
that part. Substitute mom.
Yes, like you just want someone to take care of you and like baby you. Like, I don't want that in a partner. I don't want someone to take care of.
Yeah,
like,
we want an equal. Well, yeah,
exactly. Like, I want someone who takes care of me and I take care of them, and we lean on each other. I don't want someone that's constantly like looking at me like, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. I'm telling you, you're not getting a call back. I'm not texting you. I'm blocking your number. I ghost people. I've done it.
You're not getting a call back. Like, this is an audition.
Bro, no, you can't say that nowadays. Nowadays, if you say, I ghost people, people go into a whole spiel about how, you know, on Twitter, their little spiritual spiel. Ghosting,
I know.
It's not the nicest thing. It's also kind of childish, but like,
I mean,
you know.
I've done it, but it's more like when you give me nothing.
That's
like,
fair.
If you're giving me nothing, if you're giving me one-word responses and I'm trying to have a conversation with you, I'm not going to keep trying.
I kind of
and also, I'm not going to be like, hey, you know, your responses aren't really long enough. Like, I'm not going to do that. Clearly, you're just not putting in the effort, so I'm just not going to.
Yeah.
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
It should be a mutual amount of effort. Right? I mean,
yeah.
It should be a mutual amount of everything. That's what kills me. It should be a mutual amount of everything.
I think it's a spectrum of like, okay, actually, this is nothing to what we're talking about.
Dating advice with socks. Obviously, I'm the person to ask. You know, it's not like I have a group of Korean girls I'll never meet on my phone wallpaper or anything.
Oh, you know. But I will say, I pulled up a list of some of the groups that played at the Olympics, and Stacy, ASAP, EXO, Can't Stop the Feeling, Magic, TXT, Winner, Really Really, Blackpink, Lovesick Girls, and Boombaya, BTS, Dynamite, Butter, and Permission to Dance. I know that there was an AT song that was played too, but I'm not sure what song. Doesn't say on this list. But I will say they played a lot of the groups that I like. So
yeah. I mean, that's what's up.
Kick It by NCT.
They better have played that during Taekwondo.
They played Kick It during like soccer matches.
Okay, well that makes sense too. A sport with kicking.
1 second. Yeah. 1 second.
Well. Oh My Girl, Dun Dun Dance.
Oh, that song was cute. I liked that song when we reacted to it.
Give a What?
I'm surprised they didn't play Not Shy or Wannabe. I feel like those are so like positive.
But they played it during gymnastics when Simone Biles and Jade Carey were on screen.
Oh my god, Simone Biles was they were playing Itzy with Simone Biles. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
I love Itzy.
17's very nice. Oh, I love that song. Are you nice? That was during their volleyball match. They played Bang 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 by Big Bang during a volleyball game.
Bang Bang Bang.
Yeah. They played Butter during a boxing match. That's interesting. And Permission to Dance during men's gymnastics.
Don't be afraid to let your goofy side show.
Don't do that. I hate that TikTok. I really do.
What was
Sorry
that?
to that man.
Don't be afraid to let your goofy side show.
Skylar!
No, my favorite is the
I sent this TikTok to Skylar of this man.
I've seen it before.
Oh, I hate that TikTok. I've seen it before too, but every time it comes up, I get really bad secondhand embarrassment. Things that SOCS viewers should know. The reason why I don't do stupid things and stupid things that sometimes Skylar and Olivia request of me is because I get terrible secondhand embarrassment. So firsthand embarrassment is unbearable, okay? Like, I can only embarrass myself in front of them, but I can't, like, sometimes not even then. Like, there are just boundaries that I cannot cross.
Oh my goodness. Well, the next story we've got is that the Fair Trade Commission, the Korean Fair Trade Commission, approved of V Live and Weverse to merge back in May of 2021, but now it's like officially happening. And so basically they determined that it's not going to be there'll be still like fair competition, but it confuses me because like they were like, oh well, SM has LYSN, but LYSN doesn't have live streaming. They still use, all the SM artists still use V Live for official live streams. But I guess they're gonna basically combine V Live and Weverse. And recently Blackpink just joined Weverse, which is pretty crazy.
I think it's cool. I do think it's cool. My only problem with it is I really, really would hate to see fans start, like, if they're not fans of group, because we've seen that before on Weverse, even with some of, like, the non-Korean artists. Like, non-fans of those artists will go on there and start bullying them. And I would just hate to see Weverse turn into Twitter with like fan wars. That would be the worst.
And are they bullying like, New Hope Club? RIP.
It was Gracie Adams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she was the first non-Korean to join. And I'm just like, please leave fan wars away from me. I hope you take them off Twitter too. I'm sick of this. But like away from Weverse. I think it would also really bother like the artists because they've said that like that's, or BTS at least has said like that's their safe space to go and commune with their fans and like read their posts. So to have a bunch of aunties on there would just be really annoying.
Do you
but
pay for Weverse?
That doesn't happen. No, it's free.
Okay, because with LYSN, the chat with an SM artist, you have to pay for it. So there are people who pay for it to troll the artists. I am not kidding.
No,
and I think
Weverse
that is so
free.
insane.
It is. Weverse, you basically you choose the artist who you want to like follow on there, and you can follow multiple, but you have to create an account with them, like with that page for the certain artist. And then once you're on there, it's like free reigns. Like you can, you know, type and do whatever. But yeah, I just don't want it to become a place where people purposely go on there to try and start problems. That would be really annoying. I don't spend much time on Weverse other than just like looking at the posts that, you know, the boys make, or like videos and blah, blah, blah. But I just think it'd be really, really aggravating to go on there and see people like fighting. Skylar, I can see you.
I'll stop.
But as far as them merging, you said that they're taking old V-Lives off.
Yeah, so on August 4th, a screenshot of an information site that can be edited by users circulated on social media led to mass confusion. The post claimed that Hybe plans on closing V-Live and disintegrating the platform to create Weverse plus BNX. As a result, the majority of artists, people thought the majority of artists and fans who are not affiliated with Hybe labels would simply be thrown in the air. So what we don't know if there's any kind of confirmation about that yet, but a lot of people are now concerned that there would be, you know, basically anyone who is not into the Weverse, like, ecosystem of YG and Hybe both doing that, that they would essentially have nowhere to go, or they would have to be a part of Weverse, because there is another platform, like 2 other platforms, but I had never heard of them before. They were like, oh, you know, but I seriously had never heard of these other ones. I've only the only other one I've heard of is LYSN, and there's no live streaming on that. I guess the only thing, I mean, I guess they would start just doing Instagram lives or live streaming to just like regular streaming platforms. But
yeah. So BTS, they do live streaming on VLive and YouTube. But mostly they keep to VLive. I'm assuming also of the videos, like they used to upload all their BTS run videos and everything was on VLive until they had that option and started transitioning those to Weverse. I'm sure if they're really trying to make this work with Naver, who owns VLive, they tried to make it, I mean, it's not a completely even divide because Hybe has 51 shares and Naver has 49, but that's pretty, you know, that's pretty much equal. And so I'm pretty sure they're going to just try and like update Weverse and update. I don't know that they're like changing the app entirely, but I'm sure that content would stay. Like, I don't think that it's feasible that they delete it at all. Like, I just don't see them doing that, because it would make a lot of people hate them, 1. And 2, like, they want to make the platform available to all artists and fans, so they have to be able to, like, cater to those people. Like, if they want them to join it and be, like, a part of this empire they're trying to build, they need to have a good relationship with both parties.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Can you guys just quickly break it down for me? Why would other people or other artists get kicked off VLive just because they...
Essentially, the reason why people are afraid of this happening, right, is that if Hybe was to control, like, or limit whoever was on V Live to whoever has the deal to be on Weverse, it would just be Hybe and YG artists, essentially, who would be able to use it. And so people are worried that that we would lose all the SM and actually JYP I don't think uses V Live, but
literally
I can't see them doing that.
We lose everyone.
Yeah, and
but
so
I can't see them doing
either.
And well, it would be an incentive for the companies to all pay into Weverse instead of paying into their own chat platforms like LYSN or whatever the one JYP Entertainment uses. So essentially, it would just be like forcing people to join Weverse and having that platform, basically kind of bullying people into buying into Weverse.
There's just, I think people are assuming this because Hybe, as we talked about before, is making a lot of new moves, and they clearly want to be a very influential company worldwide. And it's like obvious, they're like being very dominant and aggressive. Not in a bad way. They just are being aggressive. So I can see why people think that they would try to monopolize and bully. I don't know. We'll see. I can't see them doing that. But then again, I don't know, because they definitely have some additions to like leadership and some new tactics and strategies that, are very interesting. So who knows?
But yeah, and also people are interested to see where this goes because Lee Soo-man is selling his 18% of SM Entertainment. So Hybe, CJ, and Kakao Entertainment. Kakao is the like texting service that's really popular in Korea. Keiko. Thank you. I'm still not a total expert on everything. They're trying to buy those shares. So basically, essentially what Hybe was trying to do before that LSM stopped was that they were going to buy 50% of the company. And Lee Soo-man was like, I still want to have creative control over putting the bands together. And I feel like if they bought 50%, I would lose that. But if they only buy just his personal shares, 18%, he would still have a creative control capacity, I guess, is his like reasoning. So basically they are competing to all get those. Keiko is the most likely the most likely to acquire the shares in the lead, but Hybe has offered more money than Keiko, which is interesting.
Wow, Hybe.
But what people are worried about also, particularly on the girl group side of Twitter, is that when they bought Play This, G-Friend pretty much was like dissolved right after that. And it's pretty...
G-Friend is done?
I mean, G-Friend is like...
They're like kaput.
Yeah, they're kind of like over. Right? Didn't they disband?
They're in the basement?
Are they in the basement? No, as of May 22nd, 2021, G-Friend's contract came to an end and they did not renew. So what's interesting and what SM kind of figured out too business-wise that I was kind of texting them about. This is a theory, this is not, we don't know, is that profit-wise, in terms of like album sales, merch sales, light sticks and stuff, boy group fandoms tend to be more loyal. But on terms of like streaming and charts and radio play and all of that, that's where it evens out. So I think that Hybe definitely has an incentive to at least prioritize boy groups over girl groups, as that has proven to be more successful overall.
They've never made a girl group. Like
Yeah.
they've never made their own. And so I'm like, I don't know that they necessarily know how to even make a successful girl group, which if they acquire girl groups, they're going to have to learn. Like,
Totally.
that's what's worrying to me. I'd also be interested though to see what would happen if Keiko owned those SM shares, simply because they own a lot of smaller corporations that have K-pop groups, which includes Cracker, which the Boyz are under. So like that would be interesting. I'm curious how it'll all play out.
Yeah, me as well. Especially because I feel like SM hasn't necessarily done the most for the girl groups that they have. So it'll be interesting to see how maybe a new corporation deals with them or new people. But at the same time, I do feel like Hybe prioritizes boy groups, especially because I think they're going for a world audience with the success of BTS, especially like their new groups they've had. They're really going for an international as well as domestic crowd. And I think K-pop groups in Korea, the girls usually do really well domestically, but they haven't really hit that international audience. The only one is
Blackpink, yeah.
The only one is Blackpink, and no one's been able to replicate that yet. So maybe they're just hesitant in doing what they know works for them, because I think they want to be like this like world leader. That's what Hybe is to me. Like that's what they're going for.
Yeah, it seems like a really big power shift in what has been the big three for so long. It's like, you know, when after the 90s, when like Sega stopped being like a major power in video games. It's just like a massive power shift. It's very interesting to see where it'll go and what will happen and what will change.
Comes to Hybe though, I think they're gonna have to learn a lot. They were very lucky with BTS. Like they were very lucky that they garnered such a broad and like diverse range of fans. But I also think because of that, the artists themselves had to learn a lot. And seeing how, you know, this past and hyphen thing has been going on, like how they've treated that and like what's been said on Weverse and the drama surrounding that, which we haven't really talked about, they're not continuing that. Like they're not showing the same dedication to their international fans. And like, I think if they want to maintain the kind of attention that BTS gets, they're going to have to foster that same kind of energy of mutual respect of a lot of different diverse people.
Yep. And I mean, we see it with the groups that are big with the international crowd, save for one that I won't mention who continually messes up for no reason. But even with ATs, you know, I love ATs, but I have to say, I think some incentive with their company letting them come out and say certain things or learn certain things is because they do have a bigger international fan base. So there's an incentive there for them to like, you know, learn and be more respectful to a diverse crowd of people. And I think Hybe should do the same thing with their other groups. They do with BTS. Like,
well, I think like that's BTS's personal choice, though. The thing is I don't know how much corporate and any of these companies really cares.
You know what? That probably is BTS, because I think once they started traveling, they said they learned so much. Maybe it was a personal growth type of thing.
Yeah. And then it became kind of their brand, and that endeared them to more people. That makes sense.
And same with ATs. I think it's a personal thing for them too. A little bit, yeah.
But if it is personal, people should know how successful it makes you to be more open and like knowledgeable about, if you want to be global, if you want to be big, if you want to make it outside of just Korea and make it internationally with a diverse group of people, you're going to have to be knowledgeable and like have these discussions about race and about
or at least give them the PR training to deal with when someone asks them.
Yeah, or like just difference, just acknowledging difference, acknowledging like diversity, and learning how to be respectful to that. Yeah. Because even a lot of Muslim fans of BTS, they've delayed their concert beginnings because they're like, oh, it's their time that they usually pray, so we're going to start later so that they have time to do those rituals and enjoy that religious experience and also enjoy the show. So like,
I can see that.
Just small things like that really endear fans to them. And I think that the more K-pop like groups start to realize that if they want to be big globally and if they want to have that fan base, they're going to have to be educated on the issues, even if they're difficult, even if they seem different or a little tedious. That's what it takes.
Yeah, I just think a lot of the companies, because they have this picture perfect image of idols, they almost don't want to acknowledge that the mistake even happened. Yeah. And so
I agree.
And then they don't train. They don't have the idols. They have so much PR training to deal with pretty much everything, and except for that. So we've seen multiple times where someone, gives them a question about, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And they are like frozen. And I just don't think, these are kids, at the end of the day, and in a really homogenous country being marketed towards the earth. I think it's the company's responsibility to teach them at least how to handle a question in a polite and professional way that doesn't make people angrier at them. I just think it's not fair to them.
Well, also acknowledging it at all.
Yeah,
but
you can't just ignore things like that, which I think they've really taken to doing. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you guys know our culture is so different, and we have to acknowledge that as well. Obviously in America, we're super open, very open, and I feel like no one in America or the Western world, we don't usually gravitate to groups or acts that seem closed off or picture perfect or like we don't know them. There has to be some sort of connection there. Even like the most, honestly, it kind of sucks to say it, but even like the most volatile or like problematic or people or acts or artists that are like that, they still have like a extreme fan base because they seem open and it's like genuine, like this is who they really are. So I just think there's a difference in culture. Westerners like to believe there's not a ton of boundaries with artists, and they want, that kind of like gritty side of the artist to show. It's going to be hard, I think, in the K-pop world for them to get used to that.
Or at least to balance that, because the Asian market is still super loyal. And it's not just Korea, it's Japan, it's the Philippines, it's Thailand, and they have to balance all of that. Yeah. So I think
that's a big thing.
That's why I think that, I don't know, they need to maybe get an American PR person who has, done this before with other artists having to.
But that's if they want that. If they want to be in a Western light. Some groups, I'm sure, don't.
Well, I think obviously they want to be in the West, but I think the best way for them to deal with it is that like they obviously have so many, like they have to take, grammar class. Like I was telling Skylar, even at SM, I don't know about the rest of them, they have to take etiquette classes, and they have to take manners classes, and they have to learn how to stand up straight and all of this stuff. So I feel like if you're going to train them on how to be interviewed, how to act at the fan sign, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, at least how to not piss people off over like issues like that seems just like a base level thing that could easily be incorporated into training. I don't think they need to necessarily be the most aware of everything, and I don't expect them to be, because, I honestly think that in America we put a little too much stock into what celebrities have to say about important issues that they like
Yeah.
That's not their thing,
Yes.
and that's not their expertise. So I don't care necessarily if they're always outspoken about it, but I think in terms of like how to respond, what to say, what not to say, you know, what is culturally offensive to certain groups of people, what, you know what I mean? Like, just like a baseline kind of training on how to be a global star,
Yeah.
which they kind of already have, but they just need to adapt it to the paradigm of the West a little bit.
Yeah,
and
totally.
they just need to, you know, learn some lessons. You know, I think BTS is a great example of like, you know, how to
turn it around.
Turn it around
and make something of it, and like really want to show growth.
Now they go above and beyond.
Areas.
They go above and beyond.
They go really far. They go farther than some Western artists.
That's true, and I don't think they necessarily everyone's got to go above and beyond. But it would be really nice if we could at least get, you know, a statement, an apology, or you know, if someone brings it up at a fan sign, which seems to be what happens every time, or on LYSN or something, that there is. That they are trained to respond, because otherwise you've just got a 20-something who may not even really know the gravity of the situation, just being like,
or what they've said that has like harmed people.
So
yeah, it's just,
and it's not malicious. Like, I feel like a lot of people think like when people call artists out or like, oh, this was offensive to me, I think people think that they think it's like, or some people interpret it as being malicious, like wanting to tear that person down instead of just wanting to be respected in their own right. Like, it's a very different thing. Like, telling someone, hey, I didn't like that you did this. It made me uncomfortable because of these reasons. And like, it's historical, it's cultural, it's societal, whatever, is very different from being like, you're a terrible person and like, you know, attacking them. Sometimes people go about it the wrong way. And if it's continuous, then I tend to be one of those people who's like, okay, clearly you just don't care.
yeah, and you can tell some of them
yeah, some of them obviously I think get annoyed or feel frustrated because they fully don't understand what they did wrong. And so they are just like, well, they're just never going to like me. That's not the case. Like, you just have to learn from your mistakes. When you do something wrong, just...
yeah,
we all know who that's about.
Yeah, but you know, so if they're a member of a boy group, there's always going to be a certain amount of people who who forgive it, no matter what.
And we talked about that before. And
if they're a certain member of a girl group, they might start, you know, wish death on them about 3 years later on TikTok constantly still.
But it's definitely a difference.
Calling out things that people have done wrong is not necessarily an attack. And I know fans are always going to see it that way. And sometimes fans use, like, Black fans use anti-Blackness by other groups against other people. That's weird. Why are you as a Black person throwing someone like other groups anti-Blackness at their fans? That's weird.
Or it's like a group. It's always a fan of a group that's had the controversy where they're like, but your group did that too. Or like your group did. Like, I hate when it's a fan war thing, because people do use it as a fan war thing, and it's not.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be reduced to that. That's like diminishing the whole issue here. But anyways, Hybe, you're moving kind of crazy. I will say that. Like, I think some platforms just need to be platforms, like, for everyone.
Yeah.
So I will say, like, Weverse is fun. Weverse is cool. I love getting the notification that J-Hope personally left me a message. They'd be like, J-Hope left you a message, Sydney. And I'd be like, oh my God, thank you, J-Hope, for this message that you left me personally, me. But, you know, or like when he responds to little fans' messages, I would be do you know how thrilled I would be if one day I just logged on to see Suga commented on your post? I would die. I would literally just be like, I am the chosen one. God has chosen me for this purpose, and I have fulfilled my purpose. And now my whole life just needs to be about basking in this moment and giving back. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I have had some moments where I've been seriously tempted to start paying for Bubble, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold myself to that one. That one, I think, is a little... I feel like paying for even more parasocial interaction is a little scary. Weverse is free, so it doesn't feel that weird. And, like, V-Live was free for Blackpink. They used to do, like, all the texting and stuff on V-Live, but, like, I don't know, something about paying for it. I don't know.
Yeah. Astro's always like, Astro entered the chat. And then, like, 10 minutes later, they'll start their V-Live after they've already been talking with fans. But, first of all, yes, I think those apps should be free because they should just be allowed to have social media, in my opinion. But obviously, I know why. That's like a PR thing. Well, sometimes.
I mean, yeah. Red Velvet does have, all of them have Instagram. At SM, it's like after a certain amount of years you can have Instagram. But like JYP is like strict as hell about like what they can do on social media. It depends on the company.
I think Weverse arose because BTS specifically is a very like they're so together, they're so like insular, like the 7 of them together, that they don't have any social media separate from each other. And so I think Weverse is where they do that. And it's like they can post their own posts, they can interact with fans separately, like by themselves. And I think that really became their platform. And it's also, you know, like it's both good and bad because one, like they're trying to make it more international to get in contact with fans and make it specifically so that like you're seeing the artist you like's content and their interactions and not like all the other things that you see on social media. So I think it's like both good, but also like if you just had a larger social media platform by itself, obviously you'd reach more people. So I don't know. But I think, you know, Twitter users will be like so happy if, you know, people move over to a specific K-pop site. I know a lot of people would be.
Yeah. I mean, but it's still different though, because like I don't know how Weverse works, but Bubble is literally just like texting the group. Essentially.
No, Weverse, you can interact with like other fans.
Oh, see, like, the Bubble's not really like that.
Yeah, you make posts on Weverse. Usually people only make posts to the artist, but you can make posts like to other fans and they can like cheer your post or comment on your post and stuff like that. And no one really does that though. It's not like Twitter where you like interact with people, but now it's starting to be like, now you can follow people and see their posts and stuff like that. But that's like a new enhancement. I'm not really like on Weverse like that. I don't really use it. I literally go on every time I see it. RM left you a moment, or like this artist posted, and I go on. But
yeah, I would be interested in SM doing something a little bit more like that, and just in terms of like, I don't know, it being like an all-around platform for the group to interact with you more than just like messaging and like pictures. But I don't know necessarily if I'd want to be on a social network just for K-pop. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really, I like Twitter as a platform just in general, like in terms of its design.
Yeah. I like being able to talk about different things I like, and I just don't think that would be as welcome on a K-pop site.
Yeah. True.
But I will say this conversation reminded me that there's a video that Jimin posted that I did not see on Weverse, so I have to go watch that later.
And with that, we will start reacting. So first up, we've got Sunmi's You Can't Sit With Us.
To all the Mean Girls lovers out there.
Yes! August is about the ladies. All the girls are coming back this month. I'm very excited. Sunmi is such a queen.
Everyone's coming back this month.
True, but I don't know. It's like
she
a
said,
lot.
I care.
Ooh. This reminds me of I Feel You, another Wonder Girl song. I'm always into a lot of Pink and 2000 stuff. Ooh, that zoom was cool.
Is this? Oh, Sunmi. I was like, is this what I think it is? It's Sunmi. That makes sense because it's good.
Okay, I love this. She always is singing like I Hate Men songs. I'm into it. Ooh.
Oh, girl.
Oh my god, did she kill him?
Is he dead? He's dead.
Oh no, like literally every...
You said it's love. Well, you got a point. Tell him you found the only one who pull you.
Is that Angelica? Oh my god, she was holding Angelica. The ultimate.
From the Rugrats?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I get what they meant in the little rapping part, but it was more like a performance part.
It was more like a talking part to me. I don't know. It was
oh
like
my god, there's zombies. There's zombies. What?
Oh my god. This is like... Sunmi, I love you. Ah! Zombies, schoolgirls. They're gonna have guns in the second too, right?
There's so many of these videos lately, like a lot of zombie influence, like spooky stuff.
Oh my god, yes!
Such a good shot. Me and Olivia are like...
you guys know, this is like my thing. On like multiple levels.
Yeah, this is kind of Olivia's look. Olivia's kind of theme. There's some action in there. It's girly. No, Olivia's probably like...
I know, a fight scene and
there's a fight scene. This is great. I love this. Damn. Is there stuff usually that's good? You know, I've never watched Sunmi before, but I've heard good things.
Yes, I love Sunmi. I love the Wonder Girls. She's a queen. Holy shit.
Yeah, she did that.
This reminds me, you know, they brought Rain to the US to do an action movie, and he actually kills it in it. But because they could memorize all that choreography, I think it would be sick to do an action movie with a K-pop girl, too.
I do too. Remember when Devin Aoki was in that film with Megan Good and some other girl, and it was like, similar schoolgirl uniforms, guns.
Yeah, it's just like it's a really crap movie though, but the aesthetic is
not
cool.
Even good. But the fact that they were in it is like, it seemed like it was supposed to be good.
You guys don't know how excited I am for Seo-jun to be in Captain Marvel 2. Okay.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I would like to see some more acting opportunities for K-pop idols too.
Beyond just like
really
dramas.
Like dramas, yeah.
Don't y'all know I like dramas. Stop talking shit.
No,
we're not.
I just don't watch them.
I mean, I'm watching. We're watching Nevertheless.
Oh yeah, we're watching Nevertheless, and
I'm watching Blue Birthday.
But usually we don't watch them that much, so like, obviously you want to see them, and I want to see them in things that I would look at without them having to be in it for me to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. That was sick. I loved that. All right, next up,
awesome.
we've got Somi Dumb Dumb. Oh my god, is that her sister? I'm dead.
I think her sister's
her sister's older. Oh, she like dropped that her little sister has a boyfriend on Instagram Live. I was cracking up. She was like, guys.
For some reason, she looked like Rose to me for a second, but I think it's just the blonde hair.
Oh my god, all the Rose gays were like, oh my god, she's copying Rose, and like went off on her. And I was like, guys, everyone's allowed to go blonde.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like the energy there.
Okay, honestly, I love the video. Not feeling the chorus, but I like this because she's dancing, doing her stuff.
I like her more than I like her music, I have to say. Like, I watch everything she does, and I really like her.
This blonde hair looks good on her. It looks good on her.
It looks so good on her.
Keep that.
Ooh, yeah. I like the energy.
The little lead in this video is very cute. Little male lead.
Yeah, he's a YG model.
Oh, you love my models. I was about to say the lead is probably one of the cutest I've seen in like a music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, people on Twitter were simping for him. Ooh. She looking very good in this video.
This guy used to be in some roles, so I wonder if I should look him up. He's so perfect.
Ooh, this is cute too. I love the vibe of this video.
There's a lot of mean girl type stuff lately.
Thank you, Next Impact.
Yeah, true.
But I love it. I'm here for more of it.
She just pull out her hair.
She just snatched her own wig. I'm dead.
Honestly, maybe Taylor Swift impact as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Taylor Swift's got a music video. Probably like a cheerleader, schoolgirl.
Oh yeah.
But she acted as the other girl usually. Or she wears short skirts.
She always got bullied. Now they're playing the hot girl bullies now, and I think
but she played the hot girl. She played the hot girl in that one too.
Oh, she did, but like that's not the one you're supposed to like. You're supposed to be like,
yeah.
And she's like a mean brunette. It was like, oh, she turned the tables. She's a mean brunette instead of a mean blonde. Ooh.
It's a mousy brunette girl.
Guys, look, can we get into this Astro video? Look how good Cha Eun-woo looks.
Yes, you sure do.
Him. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't even. Oh, there. I can see it. I can't tell his name.
Oh my god! I think he wrote this song too, or like worked on it.
Really?
They all wrote on that album. They all wrote on this album, yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew.
Wow, they did a great job. What I can hear.
Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed.
There's so many songs like this in K-pop, I feel like, lately.
I know. I love it. It's such a vibe.
And because it's an influx, honestly, I don't usually like hearing the same thing over and over again. But the good ones stick out to me. And this one is like good. It sounds good.
I like this rap line.
Yeah, no, Jinjin and Rocky are great rappers. They have like a good vibe for the songs they do. Yo, they always put Cha Eun-woo in these really big hats.
I love their
that
outfits.
Someone else had that shortcut first. It wasn't Chaeyoung, but I like that guys are getting that like, short haircut now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, he has one too.
MJ. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they like it.
They're getting it because when it's summer there, they get really hot with their hair. Because that's the
everyone
same
has
reason.
really
Yeah, like RM cut his hair too because he was getting hot for the summer, so he just shaved it. Ooh, Charlie was really beautiful. Oh, move in. One of my favorite parts of every Astro song is their ad-libs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, MJ usually does a lot of great ad-libs for their songs.
I'm just smiling so much. It is so cute. Aww. I love the choreo too.
No, that is so cute. They look good. That choreo was so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yay.
Yay, Astro.
Ooh, what's next?
Next we've got a teaser. Oh, we've got a teaser and a highlight melody for the Boyz Thrill Ride.
Oh, these are my babies.
Ooh,
They look so
good
cute.
choreo.
I just can tell that I'm gonna enjoy that song.
Aww.
It's just gonna be like such
Yeah.
a cute vibe.
I love choreo.
I love cute summer concepts. I like when for some reason I like when the boys do it more. I mean, like when boys in general do it more. Okay, next we got the highlight medley for the boys. Oh, they all look
Oh,
so
they all
good.
look so good. Right? I just said that. They all look so good. I want to bedazzle basketball.
This is very
Jacob.
summery and fun.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I'm considering buying it just for the photo cards, because let me tell you.
This looks good. It's gonna have some good inclusions.
Right?
Aww. Yeah, this photo book is gonna go off, Sid.
I know.
Yeah, they seem to do so well and care so much about their visual stuff. Everything I've seen for them is just so interesting.
I will say I think I'm gonna like this song.
Yeah, this is dark. They're like, this is more the Boyz I'm used to. Is this song?
Look, composed by Du Bois, arranged by Du Bois.
Well, there we go.
I think it's just by somebody called Du Bois, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's random.
Oh, this one's cute. Oh my god. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god, he's so adorable.
I love Q. Songman. Songyeon. Okay, MJ.
They all look so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy. I'm gonna have to buy this.
Yeah.
That's Sid's favorite guy.
Sunwoo.
Yeah, so.
There's yours.
Oh, Eric. I like you too though, because you told me you really liked him, and you
Yeonhoon.
and you said we were similar in personality, and that you just thought, just like he's an angel, you thought I was an angel.
I did not say any of this. This is all a lie.
You did say that we were similar though.
Not an angel. Who said that?
Okay, I said that part.
Okay, I'm excited for that. That looks so good.
It's like he uplifts everything. He's
need all the
perfect,
okay?
perfect in every way.
You gonna get
like
all the
friend.
versions?
I will not, but there are 3 versions, and I will say they all look really good, and I'm kind of stressed.
So it's like each
there's like, it's like Thrill Ride, then there's like Splash Ride, or like Splash version, and then there's like another version. There are 3 versions. I'm just like, every time they release new photos on Instagram, I get stressed. Okay,
oh, like which one to get?
Know. Yes, and also I'm stressed because I want all of their photo cards. Like, I don't want just one member. Like, there are 11 of them. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's stressful. That is a stressful situation. You gotta see like the little blurry like
exactly
photo card, like
which one looks right.
Yeah. Stressful.
But I will say, I don't think you can lose with the boys. Like, I don't think like, you can't lose. Like, you can't get someone's photo card and be upset. Like,
that's a good point. Fair. Yeah, no, I'm even considering this one. I'm like, damn, that was a good highlight medley. They sold that one to me.
They look so cute.
They look so
the music
good.
Is good.
We love the boys.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna really spend some money. I really am gonna spend some money. It's fine.
Next up, we've got Golden Child, Rum Pum Pum, which isn't that an FX song? I swear.
I have no idea. But they're all doing alien invasions.
Oh.
Yeah. This is very Latin pop, by the way.
Ooh. I like the music video. But K-pop is really big in the Spanish-speaking world, so it makes sense. Oh. Oh. This choreo is going hard as hell.
I love the story of this video, actually.
Okay, I actually really dig this song. I'm excited to see stages of this. I really want to see the full choreography.
A little salsa influence.
Yeah.
Tango influence.
Ooh. Whoa, the special effects are crazy good. This production design is hitting. Whoa.
Yeah, he got shot.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh my god!
I know, right?
Oh my god!
Queen.
Whoa. This is so intense. You know how much the Kingdom judges would have loved this song? I'm still mad about Golden Child not doing better.
I'm still mad. Like, why did they leave first in Road to King? That didn't even make sense.
It didn't make any sense. I am
After Wannabe?
Yo, they killed that one with that violin solo.
With the violin? I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was stolen. That was not nice. They did them so dirty.
Performance was seriously my favorite non-The Boys performance on that whole show.
It was so good. I rewatch that one all the time. It's so good. It didn't make sense. I was literally so upset. They did Bowman dirty. It's fine.
It's okay. Golden Child is thriving. They're still golden children. It's okay.
Exactly.
All right. Next up, the Chaos chapter, Fight or Flight. They have a lot of teasers going on. So I just picked the group teaser so we can get
You chose the one that reminds me the most of Shiny and Atlantis, actually.
Oh my god. Ah! Okay, I'm excited. I love TXT. I love Shiny. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to see all the boys. You know, I want to give them all attention. But I liked those skateboarding ones too. Those were cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Yeonjun. He's serving.
See, aren't they like in the Atlantis like set? That's what I was looking at. I was like, they're in the store, they got the colors.
I'm obsessed already. Let's go. So when Hybe does their like teasers and mood samplers, I mean, it might be different from every group, but do they generally use B-sides as the teaser songs or just like generic music?
No, for their teasers, they usually use like actually like part of the song, just slightly distorted or different.
Oh, okay. Because like SM, all their teasers are always B-sides.
Yeah, BTS, they usually use their like title tracks for their teasers. They just slightly change the sound so you won't know for sure what the song sounds like when it came out. Like when they did Idol, it sounded nothing like Idol. Like nothing like it. But for Dynamite, like it was exactly the chorus. So I think it just really depends on the comeback. A lot of these TXT trailers had like English music on it, so I have no idea what the actual songs are going to sound like.
Yeah, it sounded like on the skater ones, it was like Mac DeMarco kind of sounding, which I was not expecting, but it worked really well with like the slacker kind of skater vibe they were giving and the like the way they dressed. So I really liked that. So yeah, I'm very excited for more TXT. Love them. Speaking of something I'm excited for more of, we have the first mood sampler for Queendom. Which looks like the world from the Don't Call Me teasers. That also just like never showed up again.
I know! So weird.
And the beta fish?
What are the flying fish? Okay, I need to know what the flying whales, the fish in the sky, I need to know what the symbolism is, what it means to Korea.
Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna be apparently really big in this. I don't know. Who knows? But I think they heard us all say "step on me" and decided to run with it.
There you go.
Next up, we've got Akmu's, another part of next episode. Now, this time with Chua Jung-hoon of Janabi, who I think is so fine. Very excited to hear what this sounds like. I love his voice too.
You good, Sky?
Yeah. Why?
Because you were looking down at your phone?
I was looking at something very important and valuable. Okay. Ouch.
I don't mean son. I know that.
What's
This sounds like a Janabi song.
This is that band we watched last time, yeah?
Akmu, yeah.
This really extreme slow zoom is like very emotional.
The music videos for this have been an experience. I have loved every single one.
Is this about bullying?
I have no idea.
I don't have the lyrics up. I kind of want to pull.
I had the lyrics up. She said something about bruised mouth while the whole class comes to watch.
Every song has served something really different, and every video has been really different too. I love this concept.
It's gonna keep falling.
Yeah, this definitely is like a lighter song. And they don't do lighters anymore at concerts. It's just it's the phone flashlight now.
Yeah.
Honestly, safer. I feel like if someone was behind me with a lighter close to my head, I would have a fit.
It's like, ooh, got on
Imagine
fire.
my hair catching on fire. My hair has caught on fire before contact.
Oh yeah. What were we telling you about that?
I set my ponytail on fire when I was 8.
Oh my god!
It was just like one side of my hair just went, and I was like, ah! And I just put it out right away with my hand. But yeah, it was scary. No one ever noticed.
Oh shit! What is with car accidents and K-pop videos right now?
I know, Jackson's girlfriend was dead.
Jackson killed that bitch!
And he had a music video kill someone?
Yes.
Yeah, it drive you home. Yeah, they didn't make it home.
Oh, I was not focusing.
He literally like looks over at her and laughs, and she's like, "Look at the road," and then he gets in an accident and she dies.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Is he having an out-of-body experience? Like he's watching himself dead in the car? Is this man a ghost?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good theory. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. But yeah, that was
it's peaked.
Yeah, I love this whole concept. I feel like I have to watch all of them now back to back and see if I can figure out what it's all about. But
honestly, this album is so good. I'm just gonna listen to it all the way through.
Oh yeah, this album slaps. And it's literally just like all the like it's just like all the soloists, the soloists, that on this album. So it's a crazy concept.
Gone Ho on here, but it's just personal taste.
So last we've got Oneus Theater for Shut Up Crazy Hot, which I was just telling them that when it came up on the search bar for me when I was typing it in, it just came up as Crazy Ho. And I was like,
reminds me of, is this supposed to be Mad Max inspired?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Sounds like a video game.
Ooh. Okay, this choreo is lit.
Ooh. Lido is so fine. Wow.
And we talk about Oneus and Golden Child serving us kingdom level concepts with these.
Yes.
But like also bringing the energy and the fun. I like the outfit, actually. Ooh, is that a Shiny reference? Is that a Married to the Music reference?
Maybe. I wasn't even looking at the lyrics. I was really just looking at
No, I meant them like holding him up like that. That's how they...
turning it up. Okay.
I love this.
Oh, Lido. Yes, Lido. I love
it. Wow, this is cool. I like that part.
Oh,
more guns, more guns.
Okay. You looking?
I'm telling you, that's my man. I said earlier to Olivia before we started that he looks like, to me, a mix of Woozy and Win-Win. And everyone who knows me loves, I love Win-Win and Woozy. So I was like, damn, Lido, you did something.
I love this. This is so great. Ooh.
You know what? Crazy hot.
Oneus is
crazy
serving. Like, we loved Black Mirror.
I know. This song is not really my style, but them serving it, I want it.
It's like, it's perfect for like the energy that they're bringing.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Damn, you really climbing on this. Like, this beat isn't really something I normally like. But okay.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Giving me like, the beat is giving me like sigh with the little like crazy hot, but then it's also like super intense. It's so like fun.
This is like what K-pop's all about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Crazy hot.
The flame, everything. Ooh.
Ooh, that was cool.
Oh my God, they ate that up and left no crumbs. Not one.
Oh, I like that. I like the crazy hot with the exclamation point.
That was amazing. Woo! You know how much I am going to watch that? That's gonna be my whole like that and that Astro song and that Sunmi video back to back until, you know, until Queendom comes out.
Queendom, then we got Thrill Ride, and then we got TXT.
August is stacked. Absolutely stacked. I'm gonna
be so spoiled.
I'm having a great month. I'm having a great time.
Having a great month. I'm having this July.
Leo
August,
season is serving.
Leo season is really good this year. It's good every year. It's really good. It really is, Sid. I swear.
Queendom being a Leo is not a coincidence. Is all I'm gonna say.
I always have a like really good. I'm always happy at this time.
I always have.
If it's not Leo, Skylar doesn't want it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know. You could pick Eddie Leo, and she'd be like, "Oh, I like them," and she'd be like, "That's why."
Well, okay. I like most of the time my biases are like, or like the first person I know this in a group is an Aries or a Leo, because I'm an Aries. I'm an Aries. I just really gravitate towards fire signs, I have to say.
You know, I don't even be knowing people's signs. I just be living my life.
Oh, Sid, you said you liked Leos. You literally said that.
I do. Like, I like some signs because I know people who have those signs. But like, I also like don't pay attention to it enough to be like, this is why I like this person because they're a this.
What's
like,
Cookie's sign?
A Virgo.
He's a Virgo? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Please stop it. She is lying. She literally has told me she likes Virgos.
She loves Virgos.
She's literally like, I love Virgos.
And RM's a Virgo, so I know.
I don't.
And she's gone into detail about who's a Virgo in her life and why she likes
Only
Virgos.
because I have family members who have Virgos who I get along with very well, and then I also love Jungkook and June. Obviously, okay.
I see. I don't do that. I know what my friends are, and I know what the.
What's
I know what my
Jimin's
friends
sign?
are.
Wait, what's
told you-
Jimin's sign? Because I know Hybe and I connect on a spiritual level because he's an Aquarius, and I love Aquariuses.
Jimin is a Libra.
Ooh,
You know.
interesting.
You know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Service.
His birthday is 5 days after mine.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Cool.
Libra season. Let's go. See, I've connected to them. Jimin and J-Hope. They just
Strangely enough, every BTS member except for Yoongi, their birthday is like extremely close to a family members of mine.
what
Like,
sign is
J-Hope-
Yoongi?
He's a Pisces,
Oh,
but he's in March.
interesting.
But he's in March.
He's a March
'cause, like-
Pisces. Okay.
Yeah, my mom's birthday is 2 days after J-Hope's. My dad's birthday is 2 days after June's. My brother's birthday is 2 days before Jungkook's. My sister's birthday is 2 days after Jin's.
Hmm.
Tay's birthday is a day before my best friend's. Like, it's really, really weird.
That's why you vibe with them.
I know, we're like really majorly connected. Guys, don't doubt me.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, Seulgi's an Aquarius, and Aquarius and Aries have 100% compatibility. So it just makes sense. Just makes sense.
I'm here for my Leos and my Sagittarius.
Isn't Mingy what side Mingy's a Leo, right?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Of course.
Only natural.
Yeah. And
Now let me look up some other AT's member signs.
They're all fire and air. That's why they're the only K-pop group that I was like actually like into for real. And I was like, oh, they're all fire and air. Kind of makes sense.
oh, and our king, Mark Lee, is a Leo.
Leo makes sense.
Oh, that's interesting. San is a Cancer?
What's Woo Young?
Can't you tell? He's a Sag.
He is very emotional.
Wait, Woo Young's a Sag?
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Yeah.
I mean, I get the fire energy, but
Her and Sag, she's like,
it's a complicated relationship.
I love my.
Songkwa is an Aries.
Hey,
doesn't-
that was my
doesn't
first
even-
bias. See, it's always the one I pick out first is an Aries or a
Mhm.
Leo. May not
Oh
necessarily
wait,
be.
not all of them are fire because I think Hung Jun is a Scorpio.
Hmm.
He might be a Scorpio.
We should do let's do a star sign one next.
We already did it.
Well, we
For
did one
idols.
for
No,
close to our
but, like,
birthdays, like
in depth.
compatibility. Compatibility.
Oh,
Because
We need to choose we should choose idols that we think fit their sign the best. And
Alright.
explain why.
there's no Leo idols. There's only like a handful.
We
'cause
just-
we like to.
brought up Mingy
Exactly, you
and
just
Mark.
named like so many.
Yeah, those are the only two. But
And
didn't I say
Mark-
them last time?
Mark, no, we did only ones that were like close to her. Well, you did, Leo.
And Mingy and Mark, because I only know two Leo idols.
Yeah, but like in terms of like just ones that like fit their sign really well. Like
guys, but I feel like y'all have more to choose from. I just don't know any Leos.
Girl, I don't know any.
no, it
I
doesn't
really
have to
don't
be
know
our
any
signs.
Libras
It's just
other
like
than
they
Jimin.
fit their signs the
Oh,
best.
just their signs, their signs.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like Seulgi is the Aquarius. She is
Oh,
such
this
an
will be
Aquarius. It's like not even
fun.
funny.
Yeah, Hybe is such an Aquarius. You know who really fits theirs? Jin is such a Sag.
Mm.
Jin
Yeah, he is. He's a very
such
Sag.
a Sag. Also, I just found out that Sunwoo is an Aries. So
I think Sages are an
Hey!
acquired taste. I'm realizing they're an acquired taste to a lot of people
Who, Aries?
who are like close. No, Sages that are like
Mm.
close to them. because I like them, but like when I think about how they act, I'm like, they're probably an acquired team.
I mean, yeah, like Jin, but I love Jin, and I could really get along with him. All he does is just do things he likes. He doesn't do anything he doesn't like or doesn't feel like
Exactly.
doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At first, I was like kind of surprised that Irene was an Aries, but like it actually makes so much sense, and I love her. She cracks me up. She's like
the way we derailed.
We love astrology. Well, at least me and Skylar do.
I'm into it. I don't discredit it. I just don't put as much stock or like pay as much attention to it as they do. But I still find it very interesting.
It's just,
interesting.
Yeah. Now I don't like. I like that one like old white dude who does palm readings of K-pop idols, but the tarot cards is like too much.
Tarot cards are interesting. The readings are relaxing. Doesn't mean they have to be. They're just like they're just like relaxing to listen to.
They're always every time I watch one, it's always like the most dramatic ones. They're like,
I don't watch that,
and they're like always like shuffling. And they're like, oh, actually, and I'm like,
okay, I don't watch them for drama. I mean, I like ASMR,
no, I mean just the ones I've seen. Like they were all very dramatic.
Yeah, they were.
They were all very dramatic.
Extremely dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's it for this episode of SOCS. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week for more. Bye.